Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I'm here today for something that is actually quite close to my heart, and I would like to share it with you and ask that if you are someone who enjoys printable Digi Kits and that kind of thing, that you might consider supporting this cause. I found yesterday when I was browsing this Digi Kit, which is from Ephemera's Vintage Garden over on Etsy, and this kit is on behalf of, or to help with, a very special skin disorder, and the title of the journal of the kit, the printable kit, is Wings for Johnathan. Now, whilst I talk about the condition, I want to just flip through these papers, which are truly glorious in their own right. Never mind that proceeds from each and every purchase will go to the DEBRA awareness and EB awareness in Canada, but sadly this condition is not restricted to Canada at all. I will talk about the condition, as I say, as I flip through this particular kit, and it is for me very important because in my other life as a qualified nurse I worked on the community, and I had what can only be considered by me the privilege of actually nursing someone with EB. And very briefly, in very much layman terms, it's a condition that affects the skin, hence the name epidermolysis bullosa. And the bullosa aspect is the fact that the layers of the skin aren't anchored, and with friction they then become the most horrendous blisters you could ever wish to encounter. There is no treatment for it except by a very conservative way of trying to monitor the deterioration of the skin, putting daily dressings or dressings onto the affected area, and there is no restriction to where these blisters occur. Ears, private areas that only your mum saw when you were babies, between the toes, hands, every aspect of the skin that you could possibly imagine. It is a chronic and continuing condition, and ultimately the lifespan is very, very short, full of pain and full of contradictions, because whilst the skin is actually being rapidly emaciated and damaged beyond recognition, the brain of the person involved is not affected in any way. They are fully conversant with the implications of every new blister and boil, every new treatment, and ultimately they are fearful that it will become cancerous and die. The young family that I nursed, the gentleman I nursed was called Darren. He was a character, I'm going to give him that, and took life by the horns, took the condition by the horns, and didn't let him stop looking for love, for a wife and for a baby. And I was privileged to go to their wedding and to cuddle up their son Ethan when he was born. Sadly, Darren passed away a couple of years ago, and Emma and his wife Ethan are very much still traumatised by his loss, as you could well imagine. So when I saw this kit, it is to raise awareness in Canada, but as I say, it is a universal condition that strikes at birth and is really something that tries the patience and the internal spirit of everyone involved. So all of that said, and I hope I haven't distressed anyone by talking quite candidly about this condition, I would ask once again that you go to Ephemera Vintage Garden. There are 2 kits available now. This is the first kit at $7, which translates to £3.50 in the UK, and there is a further kit for $10. If you know of someone, if you're touched by what I've said about the condition, then please support this, and in the hope that it will go along to families that need financial support, need help in dealing with this condition. I am hoping to turn my journal into a kit, which I will come back and share into a journal, which I will come back and share at a later date. But for the sake of the people that are dealing with this condition day to day, please make your presence felt and support this wonderful, wonderful kit. You do get a lot back for your initial payment. Thank you so much for sharing this time with me. Happy crafting, everyone. Bye bye for now.